The darker musical chime for the episode title is very appropriate. My lord, look how intricate the designs on this building are, especially on the glass dome, plus the way it shines in the morning light. Oh, the art is just breathtaking.
What's the big idea with making me train this early in the morning? The morning is evil.
Korra being relatable.
Here's your winnings from the last match. Not so fast. At first you owe me for the Avatar's new gear, gym and equipment rentals for last month, rent on your apartment.
Showing how hard it is to just get by in this city, even with a decent job.
You wouldn't happen to have a secret Avatar bank account overflowing with gold, would you?
I got nothing.
Yeah, this ain't Harry Potter, Bolin.
We'll take the lot.
I've always had people taking care of me.
Then I wouldn't say you have nothing.
Sorry, I didn't mean...
This is a really good way to show how Korra can be a bit naive when it comes to other people's hardships without her really being directly rude in any way. Like, Mako isn't wrong to be frustrated with her here, and she didn't really say anything particularly wrong. She's really just coming around to the gravity of money and how important it is in one's social standing, or even people having different social standings, not being equals.
No, it's all right. It's just... ever since we lost our parents, we've been on our own.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know.
So, anyway, how are we gonna come up with the money?
Interesting contrast between these two with how open Bolin is about their past, whereas Mako moves rather quickly to cover it up, a bit of a signal about how they reacted to it, or are currently dealing with it.
I've been training Pabu to do circus tricks. Now people would pay good money to see that.
Come on, Bolin. We need serious ideas.
I was serious.
Oh, Bolin is so adorable and endearing. They really get you to fall in love with him super fast.
I'll figure something out. I always do.
But this line gives you a good sense of what their roles in the family are like now that their parents are gone, and how Mako has kind of had to step up and take care of his younger brother. Nice little statue cameo from Zuko. Makes sense for him to be here too. This isn't just tokenism. He's a founder of Republic City just as Aang was.
See Pabu the fantastic fire ferret as he crosses the ladder of peril.
This is a very classic fixture of large cities, people on the street trying to entertain to get by.
Big finish, buddy. Stick the landing. Ta-da!
Okay, but Pabu's tricks are like genuinely impressive. How does nobody else donate?
Is that you?
Oh, hey there, Shady Shin.
Love how far they lean into this whole noir gangster type theme with character names like Shady Shin. The blending between CGI and 2D animation is so genuinely impressive here as well. Inventive way to weave bending innovations into the infrastructure of developing cities. Plus, I love how despite the fact that this technique has been disseminated away from just the firebending ruling class, it's still just as strict with their form. Everyone here is using precisely the same stance. There is still no room for mistakes, and utilizing it requires a lot of energy and buildup. You can't just throw it out, as many people suggest this show illustrates. It's still a difficult technique. It's just the knowledge is more widely known. So more people are able to try their hand at it, and more gifted firebenders are able to reveal themselves thanks to access to knowledge. Can I hang this painting in my house?
Bo, I'm back.
Bolin and Mako's apartment is so well designed. It definitely is beautiful and has a great view of the city, as Bolin says, but it also definitely resembles an attic. Like, it was clearly not an apartment before they took up residence there, and I doubt this guy is charging them a cheap rent for this not living space. Very true to life. You should see the absolute closets that they will charge you $4,000 a month for in New York. It is amazing that they could do that with a straight face.
Good, light on your feet.
Adore Korra demonstrating her newfound advancements in airbending technique without directly airbending. Plus, this shot is fucking gorgeous.
Korra, is that the handsome firebender boy that drives you crazy? Does he drive you crazy in a bad way? Or does he drive you crazy like you like him?
The way Korra yeets these two away.
I could, help you look for him.
Wow, what an impressive shot.
Your best friend is a polar bear dog. Somehow that makes perfect sense.
I'll take that as a compliment, city boy.
Love the little bit of characterization of Korra as a country girl. She was raised in the wilderness, away from a ton of people, after all. Also love how the city is lit up at nighttime. Very eerie and noir-like.
You guys seen my brother around here today?
Perhaps. My memory's a little foggy. Maybe you can help clear it up.
You're good, Scoochie. A real pro.
Again, I just adored the whole dark, brooding city streets at night shtick with characters like Scoochie. Everyone is such a fun and lively addition that it fits into this atmosphere very well and makes for such a unique experience watching this show.
The triple threats, the red monsoons, the Agni Kais, all the triads are muscling up for something real big.
Such fantastic names for the different gangs.
Triple threat triad. I beat up some of those yahoos when I got into town.
Yahoos.
That's Pabu!
No, Naga. Pabu's a friend, not a snack.
Naga is such a fitting companion for Korra, one of the more truly violent animal friends we've seen on this show. I mean, Hawkeye wasn't very nice, was he? The only one, though, who has to be told directly not to eat other people's pets. But I also love how well trained she is and how easily she gets along with Pabu. Such a cute relationship, and also a very good mirror for Korra's personality, where initially a little bit impulsive, but willing to learn and definitely sympathetic to other living creatures. Mako's delight at seeing Pabu is adorable, especially considering he didn't really want him at first, as we see in Republic City Hustle. He'd totally be the type to be against pets, but then absolutely dote on them once they're around. Oh my god, I love how they draw the city at night. Another background painting to make my desktop wallpaper.
We better be cautious.
I love Korra's brash energy so much. She really does not waste time. And you know what? They can't really afford it here either, so this is actually a good instance to kick the door in. I love how much of a left turn this story takes here. It's a really great rug pull to have this set up for the gang war, and then for Amon's group from a couple episodes ago to just completely upend the operation. Incredible soundtrack for this chase sequence. Wow, this is such an impressive and dynamic shot. I adore this scene. Love how immediately they establish how used to bending counters these guys are, even on vehicles. Another downright majestic shot with incredibly blended animation. This is such a wonderfully tense and well-composed moment. The brilliantly exciting and intriguing soundtrack that plays, the incredibly animated and intricate flips and fight choreography, the beautiful use of lighting and shading from the fire, and the fucking marvelous use of CGI to enhance the blocking of this fight and increase the feeling of confusion and being completely overpowered and surrounded by these new enemies. Combine it with bringing back Ty Lee's technique after all this time and increasing the speed and finesse of it all, and you get one of the most spectacular fight scenes in Avatar history. Thus far. The way the Equalists fight is so unique and enjoyable to watch as well. The way that they sit and wait for the benders to throw their strikes, focusing on evading until just the right moment where they can swoop in and incapacitate, sounds a bit like what Korra is trying to learn from airbending this season. I love villains that show the hero's weak spots. Nice to see Naga saving the day to prove her usefulness. Chi blocking is great and all, but there's not much you can do against a fucking polar bear with your bare fists. These two already becoming an iconic duo.
We are going to save your brother. I promise you that.
I I swear, sequences like these put me into a trance-like state, so pleasing and calming to experience. And another point for environment design. The early morning mist and fog they added here is just so gorgeous. They really make sure to vary the weather and lighting in these different scenes.
So, why is Bolin running around with a triple threat triad anyway?
Well, we used to do some work for them back in the day.
What? Are you some kind of criminal?
No, you don't know what you're talking about. I just ran numbers for them and stuff. We were orphans out on the street. I did what I had to do to survive and protect my little brother.
More remarkable revelations for Korra to encounter about the real world and how not everything is black and white. The word criminal does a lot of heavy lifting, but oftentimes, like Mako, it's just people trying to survive in a really cutthroat and callous environment. There's sometimes no other choice for people. Most crime is due to the desperation that results from poverty and issues of wealth division, not greed or selfishness.
I'm sorry. It must have been really hard.
But they also show how Korra is generally a sympathetic person, even if she has been sheltered and doesn't know a ton about the world yet.
What happened to your parents?
They were mugged by a firebender. He cut them down right in front of me. I was 8.
Mako.
Bolin's the only family I have left. If anything happened to him...
What a crucial moment for Mako's character. Really shows you who he is deep down, apart from this rather cold, tough guy that he fronts as. He is traumatized. He watched his parents die right in front of him. And that is why he is so overprotective of his brother, so controlling of what he does, and critical of his risks. He cannot fathom losing him and feeling that pain again. Absolutely enigmatic shot.
Witness the revelation tonight, 9 o'clock.
These poster designs bear a strong resemblance to some real-life communist propaganda posters. Really clever design considering Amon's equality for all ideal. The pinwheel focusing around his hand and not his face is also a nice touch, given how much of his persona is centered around his ability and not his actual identity.
And I have no idea what happened to your friend, but if he's a bender, then my bet is he's getting what's coming to him.
This guy, while irritating, is very useful to show how propaganda is so effective, it can even lead to people dismissing the safety and livelihood of other people, not caring if they live, die, or are tortured, as they're a member of the other group, thus anything can happen to them, and it's fine. It's disturbing, quite honestly. The costume design is so flawless, a great interpretation of common 1920s styles.
What are you doing?
We'll attract less attention this way.
Sure, Korra. Showing the machinery on their way in to plant the seeds for their plan later.
I knew a lot of people hated benders, but I've never seen so many in one place.
This is another wild but smart way to ramp up the tension in this plotline. Revolutions grow way faster than you think.
Your savior, Amon!
Amon exudes so much aura in every entrance. The mask he wears is so well designed that he really strikes fear into my heart whenever I see it, even on rewatch. Love how you can already catch the fear in Korra's eyes as soon as he enters.
The Avatar has recently arrived in Republic City. And if she were here, she would tell you that bending brings balance to the world. But she is wrong. The only thing bending has brought to the world is suffering. It has been the cause of every war, in every era.
The most compelling part about this statement from Amon is how he isn't really wrong. Bending is a major fuel for fighting and conflict around the world. He's definitely overly generalizing, but hey, that's what happens with movements like these. And it's nice to have these giant flags blaring equality on the back wall.
They have granted me a power that will make equality a reality. The power to take a person's bending away permanently.
Oh, love it. Not only is this a really huge twist for a villain to possess this sort of power at all, but it's also the perfect counter to what Korra views as her main strength. Her bending. Nothing is more important to her than her abilities. It's what has always defined her.
Please welcome Lightning Bolt Zolt, leader of the Triple Threat Triad.
Yet another fantastically named one-off gangster. I love how tongue-in-cheek they are with it sometimes. It's like an homage, but also sometimes satire of this genre.
Zolt has amassed a fortune by extorting and abusing non-benders. But his reign of terror is about to come to an end.
And Amon's usage of Zolt to demonstrate his powers is also really clever writing, because while these scenes do serve to portray Amon as terrifying, he's also getting rid of someone who we have already seen to be causing issues for other innocent people, and yet is still on the streets, untouched by the law. Not only does it make sense for why others in the universe would want to follow him, but it also endears the audience to him a little bit.
Now, in the interest of fairness, I will give Zolt the chance to fight to keep his bending.
You're gonna regret doing that, pal!
And he even appears to make the fight fair in the audience's eyes. He is such a master of deceit, as we later find out that he is often redirecting other people's attacks subtly with his own mind. Ooh. This shot of Amon's reflection in his eye is spine-chilling. And I absolutely adore how they portray his power here, slowly blocking Zolt's abilities off and extinguishing the flame bit by bit until he can no longer access it. Very different from Aang's energy bending, an instant cutoff, and a very small signal about how he actually does it. He is moving their blood to a certain location to block their chi, and it takes time. It's not that instantaneous energy that Aang took over Ozai with.
What did you do to me?
Another downright terrifying and really genuinely disturbing moment. Even as goofy and villainous as Zolt was, to watch a fundamental part of someone's essence be forcibly taken from them in front of a crowd to embarrass them publicly, I might add. It is horrendous. It makes my stomach churn. It is such an excellent concept for a villain and a stunning way to introduce him. They make it so evident why Korra would be utterly petrified of this man. And honestly, I'm still petrified of this man. This scene still sits with me to this day. It's the worst kind of horror for me, and goddamn do they play it up to perfection.
The era of bending is over. A new era of equality has begun!
Steve Blum, Amon's voice actor, is so convincing in this role, too. Like, we need a revolution in America right now, and I seriously think Blum should consider leading it. He is so compelling and has such a strong presence.
I think so. See those machines? They're powered by water and steam.
So interesting to see the Avatar world with steampunk-like aesthetics.
What are you doing back here?
Looking for the bathroom?
This sly, please accept this excuse smile after the bathroom cover is so Aang-coded. Korra using more defensive maneuvers so they don't draw too much attention is very tactical, and shows how much she's actually learning. This scene is so wonderfully anxiety-inducing, too. Having a showdown with the final villain with one of our new friends already on the line is great pacing. It's not really forced either. This happens very naturally. Love watching Korra show off her waterbending prowess. The way Mako just yeets this chi blocker. Amon's lieutenant is also really well designed. His lightning batons are a really captivating weapon to watch in fights, and his mask, to a lesser extent, is also very cold and intimidating. Nice to see some more traditional earthbending from Bolin here. These moves have much longer buildups, stronger, wider stances to increase the power from these smaller projectiles to basically boulders. However, this fight does an amazing job showing how technology has started to really catch up to bending. This combat is so visually impressive, too. I love how the lightning from the sword colors everything blue while Mako's fire paints an opposite orange, a nice color clash that this show often employs. Ow! Oh my god! Korra straight up dented the metal wall with this launch. The power display is so impressive here.
I wouldn't count us out just yet.
Love this triumphant moment with the music and the light shining behind her as well.
Stop! I want to be on your back!
PJ Byrne is such a terrific comedic voice actor, the perfect choice for Bolin, quite honestly.
I saw Amon.
What?
He can take people's bending away. For good.
That's impossible. Only the Avatar has ever possessed that ability.
But I saw him do it.
I believe you.
Tenzin trusting her is a nice signal for how their relationship has grown, and also how he was actually fine with her searching for her friend and venturing out. He actually gave her a bit of a grace period with it too. He is learning boundaries.
But this means the revolution is more dangerous than ever. No bender is safe.
And a superbly menacing ending that appropriately foretells of the danger to come. If you enjoyed this video, consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/PosiTVty. That's PosiTVty. There you get all of the videos before they go up on YouTube. You can choose exactly what you want to see on the channel, and you get the unedited essays so you can hear all of my mistakes and the things that I choose to cut out. But any bit of support really helps me, and I appreciate you being here at all, so thank you so much for liking, commenting, subscribing, even just watching. I appreciate your presence on this earth, and I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful week. I'll see you for the next video. Let me know what you think it should be. See you soon.